Hello everyone, welcome to the Australia Zoo, and at the back we have the toilets, and we will see here something amazing. Are you ready for it? Okay, check it out. This is a big croc. How big is that, huh? It's amazing, isn't it? Let's get a closer look. Okay, and over here we have the Asian small crow otter. Let's have a look and see what is in there. Who is ready for that? Doing cheetah stuff.
resident elderly lady. She is 18 years old. And then we also have Malcolm, Sally and Sage. They are our youngest and our triplets that were born in 2020. So Sally will be out later on this afternoon. Malcolm was the boy that was out here this morning. He's finding his meat. You might have seen one of my colleagues walking around there with a can of whipped cream. Our cats do love whipped cream. It is very high. Anything that you can name, pretty much we can use out there for our tigers, just to keep them nice and enriched and using those beautiful natural behaviours that we want them to exhibit here at Australia Zoo. Good job, Hunter.
See how they open.
Those conservation efforts outside of the zoo as well by always recycling at home. Big go, thanks Sarah. He must be in such a good. Stand up to stand out. And remember to get loud and make some noise. Are you ready for that free stuff? On 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa. Oh my goodness, okay, wait. Yeah, there's so much going on. Okay, up there, I can see you as well. All you guys are great. Well done. Celebration of wildlife and conservation. And it's thanks to Steve's room that we release some gorgeous animals from all around the world.
These bubbles fly you like Central and South America. These colorful characters are pretty close to this. Big sun and sound.
There are 17 different species of animal, and they range in size from a small parrot all the way to the size of a hyena.
Now each have their own unique personalities and looks. Most metamorphs on their faces, they are just like our fingerprints. Aren't that their beauty?
People steal them from the forest homes and sell them as pets, but we can help keep them flying free by always saying no to the illegal wildlife trade.
And trust us folks, you do not want a pet bird that can live up to 100 years of age. And can forever remain as hyperactive as a 5-year-old child.
So true, Samantha. There are so many different species of reptile, from lizards to
But do not worry everyone, the snakes joining me today, they are of the non-venomous variety and have grown up right here at Australia Zoo, which is why they are so...
And we've been joined by our wombat team and your wombat today, Minibus. Now, like all our wombats, Minibus gets around in style in her very own wombat wagon. And as you can see, she has a little step stool to help her get down with those little legs that she has. Now, all our wombats are incredibly special. Well done, Minnie. Good job. So all our wombats are very special to us here at Australia Zoo, but Minibus is extra special. She is actually turning 31 this year. Now, for a wombat, they only really get to 10 to 12 years old in the wild, so we are very, very lucky to still have Minibus. We also still have her daughter, Burrow, who is 23, and her granddaughter, Ellie, who is 7.
The beautiful minibus out here at the Confio. She's a bit of a celebrity. Beautiful little Brahmi butterfly. Now Byron here, he's what's known as a raptor. characterized by keen vision, sharp, powerful talent, and a hooked or curved beak. He uses that incredible vision to spot his food. See, kites, they're very opportunistic hunters, and they'll take down anything they can get their talons on, from insects, reptiles, rodents, and even other birds. But being a Brownie kite, Byron here is an expert fisherman. It's common to see these species soaring over our waterways right here on the Sunshine Coast. They can be found right up to the east coast of Australia and even into Southeast Asia, where the locals call them the bedback eagle. Byron is definitely a member of the kite family with all his cheeky characteristics. Now, we often call kites the pies in Australia's skies. This is because they'll wait for another bird to catch their prey, and they will swoop and harass them and they will drop or regurgitate their food. Then they come in and easily steal it without having to do any of the hunting themselves. Now little Byron is very, very special to us here at the zoo. You see, he was a rescue bird. Because of an unknown impact injury, he was left with a fractured hip, which affected his talent. Now cormorants, like these two, catch their aquatic meals. Now we've just been joined by Albert and Scuba. Albert, the larger of the two, is a great cormorant. Scuba, the two-tone coloration, she's a little pied cormorant. As you can see, they are pretty much perfectly designed for life in the water. Now this is because they lack that water-resistant coating on their feathers that many other birds do possess. This allows them to swim faster, dive to greater depths in pursuit of their prey. Now while they trade for life in the water, birds simply cannot take to the skies with wet feathers. That's why it's so common to see our cormorants lining the riverbanks of Australia.
So impressive in flight and have a very distinct identity.
Grow a native plant in your backyard and sooner or later you'll have some amazing native wildlife living at your house.
Incredible! Free flight birds! Come, Grace. This leaves us with one thing left to do. Let's do it. Who wants to see them run?
Incredibly intelligent animals, and I've got to be perfectly honest with you. Charlie is 150% the scariest crocodile to feed in this entire zoo. And he's actually the last one that you learn how to feed because he does this. He's incredibly unpredictable. And as much as it looks like we're working the crocs here at the zoo, believe it or not, crocodiles like Charlie, they actually try and work us. And they love to play these funny little games. And Charlie can try and cut you off. He'll always come in different directions and do different things, because at the end of the day, he doesn't want the little piece of food in my hand, he wants the really big chicken standing behind it. But this is exactly how he set himself out in the wild, right on the edge like that. What he was waiting for was my nose to touch the water, and I wasn't going to do that. That's his strike range. Charlie, the food. Charlie, up the food. Screw. So he did walk out pretty slow then, but do not be fooled by that. Can't even speak. Unpredictable. Because sometimes he'll come out nice and slow like that. And he might do that for you 10 demos in a row. Just come out all nice and slow. Everything's okay, mate. Don't worry about it. You come out to feed him a week later and he'll just explode out of the water so hard and so fast and really try and catch you out. He's always changing this demo. Saltwater crocodiles have more jaw pressure than any other animal on the planet. And not by a little bit, but by a lot. So he's got around 3,000 pounds per square inch closing jaw pressure, okay? That's equivalent to the PSI in the emergency brakes of the 747. And this is Charlie again playing his little game. He knows how little room there is to move here, so he can strike out and hit this fence. If I go quiet, that's because I am genuinely concentrating. But if he grabbed me with that jaw pressure right now, big body, it would crush me down to a couple of centimetres thick, killing me almost instantly. I'd blow out anger in like a tube of toothpaste. Sure, great show for the kids, but I'd probably be late home for dinner myself. Charlie, the food on my leg. It's here. Charlie. Good boy. So that popping noise you hear, that's literally his eyes. Any sort of small little animal crawling around in there, and they'll sit there with their head angled up. Their eyesight's very movement orientated. Sometimes it can take Charlie a few minutes to kick into gear here, but he's thinking about it. He knows exactly where I am. One day I swear he's going to figure out he just has to climb out and walk around the back of the ramp. Come on, Charlie. Yeah. So they use it to catch those little bugs and frogs and those large prey items. So up in northern Australia, you get these big little, when they're in flower, flowers go all the way from the top of the tree and they hang right down, go just above the water. And the flying foxes or fruit bats love to get into those flowers, great food source for them. Now if you're a smart, dominant flying fox, you get to feed all the way to the top of the tree. But if you're the weaker, less dominant flying fox, you get pushed all the way to the bottom. And you're an easy target for one of these tail-walking crocodiles. But you'll also get branches that hang from one side or both sides, and they'll meet in the middle, and the possums will use it as a bit of a highway to cross the river so they don't have to swim. And the crocs will sit under there as well, just with their heads angled up, waiting for anything that might have to come past. And they are an incredibly patient animal. Crocodiles don't need to eat every day. In Charlie's current condition, he could, no joke, go roughly a year without eating a single thing at all and not even lose condition. Here we go. Oh, good boy. So you imagine you tried to go a week without eating. And then he moves in, he'll set himself up just like that, metre off the edge, below the surface. Charlie, stop looking at my leg. I'm attached to it. Charlie. And there he goes. So in the water, that's where they're in their element. But despite how powerful his jaws are, and despite how smart they are, like I said, one of the easiest apex predators throughout the world to avoid. All you have to do is follow 3 simple rules, and you will never come into conflict with a saltwater crocodile. Rule number 1, stay 4 to 5 metres back from the edge of the water so you're out of that initial strike range. Like I said, they're not going to strike out at you from this far away. They don't want to scare you away. They're hoping that if you get scared here today and it's safe, maybe tomorrow you'll feel comfortable to get a bit closer. And then the next day you'll get a little bit closer. And the next day you'll get a little bit closer. Till the day after that, you're standing knee deep in the water because it's 45 degrees up in northern Australia and you've had a couple of cartons of beer and now you think you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof.